Hi, my name's Joey, Trevor, and Steven. Well, let's go racing, folks.
Trevor Rosenbacher is here with us.
Hi, everybody. Excited to be here and hang out with my buddies here and answer some questions.
How do you set up your car for different tracks?
See, I have my buddy Tyler. You know Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler does all that for me. I don't even have to do it anymore. He's smarter than me, but we'll change it from track to track, and as the night goes on, the track gets slicker. We'll tighten the car up, and you can move the wheels in and out, air pressure, and shocks. There's a lot to it, and it's quite confusing, actually, but it's fairly simple, but you can definitely overdo things, so you have to kind of know what you're doing there.
Okay. How old were you when you started racing?
I started racing BMX when I was 5 years old, and then I started sprint cars when I was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I've been doing it for a few years now. I feel like I'm one of the older ones at the track now.
How bad have you been hurt, and have you ever been to the hospital before?
Unfortunately, yes. Trying to think, 2018, I flipped at Eagle and fractured my T3 and T4 vertebrae. And yeah, so I got transported, and luckily it was very minor for what it could have been. So I just kind of had about an 8-week recovery and didn't do too much. So it's kind of always in the back of your mind, but thankfully I was okay and recovered fully from that.
How did you get into racing? Didn't I ask you that?
Nope, you haven't asked me that one
All
yet.
right.
I got into racing from my dad. My dad used to race sprint cars from about 77 to 88 when I was born. And we were always around it, always going to the races at Eagle. As a kid, I was always out there with my family. And that's when I kind of started, was racing BMX, and it just evolved from there to go-karts for a year, and then mini sprints for several years, and then sprint cars in 2007. I started racing 360s, and then when they went away from Eagle, we switched to 305s in 2015 and been doing that since. So I got my son started in it when he was 5 years old. He's starting to race go-karts now, so kind of getting him into it, but he's a little more into the sports, which is good. So racing's there forever. Sports are only there for so long. So
Did you hate school?
did I hate school? Did you?
Sometimes.
What was your favorite part of school?
I'd say PE.
Yeah, I like recess.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hate school. I liked hanging out with all my buddies. I didn't probably try as hard as I should have, but school was okay. It was a good time.
Mine was art.
Art? Yeah, I believe it. You draw some good pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like ceramics. We were talking about that earlier. I
Oh
do that all
my
the time.
gosh.
Do you like ceramics?
Yeah.
Well, we need to make a pot together.
I
Let's see who can. We'll have make
I
a pot
make
sometime.
food. Ceramics.
You do?
Yeah, don't I, Steven?
Yes. But I think we need to get back to the questions.
Yes. Okay, let's.
I think we need to get to ceramics.
No, we're talking about racing now.
What's your favorite part about being a sprint car driver?
My favorite part, honestly, I enjoy it a lot, just the racing side of it and the competition. But I love just talking to everybody at the races and talking to the little kids, because when I was young, I knew what it was like to be a little kid, and I mean, look up to those guys and think they were cool. And now I got a chance to race, and you always remember, the little kids out there that want to do it, and taking the time to talk to them is my favorite thing about it.
My dad used to race against your dad, right? In the 45 at Eagle. So, how much do you get paid for racing, and how much does the whole thing cost to get started?
Ooh, that's a kind of a hard question to answer. It's expensive to get started, that's for sure. It's hard to put a number on what it costs. I can kind of tell you weekly racing, it's only it's $700 to win. I mean, It's respectable. It's not great. Racing isn't a money-making sport, though. It's for fun and
Fans, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's if you make the feature, it's $250 to start the feature and $700 to win. So
Yeah.
if you win, you can make a little bit of money. But I'm not in it. That's why I have a real job too.
Oh.
Okay, what of the things you do for fun outside of the track?
I like to go camping with with my family. My daughter Cora and son Tate and my wife Lydia. We like to go camp. Enjoy going to my son's activities. He plays football, baseball, basketball, and then we'll try and mix in some racing with him too in the summer. So we're pretty busy.
Have you ever tried a 410 before?
I haven't. I have not.
All right. My fifth question is, what do you have for someone that's starting to get involved into 305s to jump just to get involved?
As far as to start racing,
Yes.
I would say your older guys that have been racing, their information and advice is very to be open to advice and just be patient. When I started racing, you can talk to a lot of the older people that have been doing it, and they'll give you advice, and everybody's pretty much open to that. And it's just it takes time, and some people can get the hang of it really quick, and some just takes a little bit of time. So it's just being patient and getting your skill level up and just having fun.
Yeah, I remember my brother tried for the first time and he got scared.
Did he?
Josh did at Eagle.
Well, that's understandable. It can be scary.
Yeah.
What's your favorite, or what's it like to watch your son race on Friday nights?
It's really cool. Kind of emotional. Like the first time he won, I think I was more excited than he was just to see that side, how competitive he is and how excited he is, and it's a lot of fun. I mean it's very nerve-wracking. I don't get really nervous when I race, so maybe I kind of understand what my wife goes through, but watching my son, it's really awesome, and it's something a lot of people won't ever get to feel. I mean, you get to feel it in sports and everything, but with racing, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's different. It's just really cool.
What's your favorite place to eat lunch? I did not put this down.
My favorite place to eat lunch, probably, I have a few. Can I name a few?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Runza. I like Runza a lot.
Yeah.
Valentino's.
Yummy.
And then WC's Sports Bar, they got some really good Reubens on Fridays.
Oh,
And
wow.
I like to go get those.
What's your favorite place to race at?
Probably Eagle Raceway. That or Cameron, Missouri, US 36 Speedway in Osborne, Missouri. That's another place that's a small track. I really like the small tracks, and I just enjoy the tight racing. So probably Eagle, just for the fact that they get so many fans and people out there weekly. That's fun to interact with everybody. Because there's so many tracks you go to that are fun, but after the race activities aren't there. Like the fans don't come to the pits, but Eagle, every week there's so many people that come in you can talk to. So that's what I enjoy.
Yeah. The prices has gone up, hasn't it?
Yeah, the prices of everything's gone up.
Yeah.
It makes it real hard, and that's why I lean on so many of my sponsors and to do this. I couldn't do it without them. So that's what keeps me going. And yeah, like you said, the price of everything has gone up since COVID, and price of tires and fuel and just any parts. They've all gone up other than kind of the purse. So it makes it a little harder, but we make it work. Racers will figure a way out to make it work.
Do you walk the track to see? Do you ever walk the track to see what you want to do with your car? Like, go, I know what this track is, but sometimes it changes throughout the night because there's so many other race cars out there besides sprints.
Yeah, I do. I walk the track. Usually, I'll go walk around and just a lot of times it's to see what they're doing to the track at intermission. If they're tearing it up and adding water to kind of go look at that and maybe see where some ruts are. And the big thing, I go out and I go talk to my daughter and son that are on the front straightaway. I'll go
Yeah.
talk to them. So that's why I usually go walk it every time just to
Yeah.
go say hi.
Yeah. Is it nice to drive the 305 Nationals?
I love doing that. It's so cool. We have that right here in my home state, and for us, we're spoiled to have that. They got people that drive all the way across the country to come race that one weekend. I get to do it 20 minutes from home to get all them 100 and some cars
Yeah.
come in and all the people, and it's a blast. So hopefully one of these years we can win it.
I hope so too, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
Right, Steven?
Yeah. What's your favorite crazy racing memory?
Let's see. Favorite racing memory. Probably we went down to US 36 Speedway. That was just one of my favorite memories. We went down there a few years ago for a 2-day race, and we won every single race we went on the track. We won the heat race, the feature, both nights. So that was a lot of fun.
Would you ever let your boy grow up to be like you are, or not?
Yeah, I would. I just want him to do all the fun things he can do right now in school and not focus all of his time on racing. That's what I did in school, and I kind of regretted it. I didn't get to play all the sports I wanted to, so I kind of pushed that on to him. He's good at sports, so I told him, racing will be there forever. Sports are only there while you're in school. So yeah, he's kind of on that path. So hopefully he wants to just keep doing his sports and activities, and then racing will be there when he's done.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any racers you don't get along with?
No, not really. I'm pretty easygoing. I get along with almost everybody, so don't really like to have any enemies. So I'm a pretty nice guy.
Okay.
This is Joey. This is Joey. This is Trevor. This is Steven. And this is Let's Go Racing.
All right,
Thanks.
thanks, guys.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of fun,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.